Let's start out with this little announcement. Yes, folks, CyberLink continued their record-setting pace during the month of October. A new world record was set for 7 updates in 1 month, with the final release on October the 29th of another update, making the current version 24.0.1029.0. I could not spot any readily visible changes, so therefore I assume it was merely a bug swat for something that was wrong with the previous version. One more thing. At the end of this video, don't forget to stay tuned for the Name This Tune section, also known as the Here Comes Yet Another Copyright Notice section. If you know the tune and artist, post a message in comments. In the previous video about using the Auto Edit tool, it became apparent to me that if anyone were to use this tool, then the automatic selection of a background music track was usually a poor choice, especially if the video exceeded the duration of the original music track. So therefore, I thought it would be a good idea to revisit one of the greatest tools that PowerDirector offers, namely the Smart Fit for Duration tool found under the Audio menu when you choose to edit a music track. Here is how that works. I'll start by opening a folder in File Explorer where I have some photos of friends of mine. I'll hit Ctrl-A to select all of them and drag them directly to the timeline and drop them on track 1. Notice that PowerDirector automatically adds them to the media library as well, and every one of them has a green check mark on the image to indicate that it is being used in the timeline. Now let's assume that they are all in the correct order, and I am satisfied with the default duration of 5 seconds each. There are 29 photos, which means 29 times 5 seconds each equals a total duration of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Another easy way to find that out is to select the last clip and hover the mouse over it to display the end time of 2:25. Now let's add some background music. The included music from CyberLink does not include any tracks with the word winter or snow in them, so I'm going to open up my web browser and head over to my favorite free music site, www.chozic.com. Once there, I'm going to type in the search word of Christmas and then hit return. Then I can scroll through and listen to any track until I find one that I like. I've already been here before, so I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and jump over to page 2. Then I'm going to scroll about halfway down this page and find one called Christmas Spirit by Shane Ivers, who is a well-known creator for music released under a Creative Commons license, which normally means it is free to use as long as you give credit and attribution in the video notes on YouTube or other social media platforms. When I click on download and then free download, I even get a chance to download a small text file which details the exact wording for attribution that I should use. I recommend that you copy over the music track and the text file to your project folder. I'll open my current project folder that is just off screen and grab that Christmas Spirit MP3 and drag it onto the timeline in either track 1 or track 2. I'm going to choose track 2 because I'll be doing some changes to it, and I want those changes to stand out in this tutorial video. The first thing I'm going to do is increase the height of track 2 so that we get a better view of what's going on. Then it should be obvious that the music track is somewhat short in duration. I'm going to first remove the last 2 seconds or so of silence on the track by placing the playhead where the music actually ends. And then I'm going to zoom in on the timeline. Then I'm going to select only the music track and then hit the knife icon to split the clip. And I can delete the ending portion. Once done with that, I'll click the icon to view the entire video. Now for the magic part of how to make the music fit the duration of the slideshow. I'm going to select the music track and click on Edit. At the bottom of the audio window that opens, I'll click on the tool Smart Fit for Duration. PowerDirector briefly analyzes the music, and then the actual Smart Fit window opens. You can see the original duration of the music is around 2 minutes and 11 seconds. But I can now choose to fit the audio to the end of the project or to make a custom duration. I'll click on the radio button for that first choice. And now, if you look at the waveform in the display window, you'll see 4 squiggly vertical lines which indicate the areas in which the music was altered to adjust the duration. 2 of them being around the 30-second mark, and the other 2 just past the 1-minute mark. I'll move the playhead to just before that 30-second area of change, and then see if you can tell that there was any noticeable changes or differences to the music or the tempo when I hit play. Well, I certainly didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. I've previously listened to the other 3 areas and everything blended together perfectly. So I can now hit OK. PowerDirector now re-renders the music out to the new duration, and eventually I'm back at the main editing window. You should now notice 3 changes. The first is that the name of the music track on the timeline is now called remix.wave. Also, the second change is that those squiggly lines still appear just to let you know where the changes were made. And finally, the most important third change. Look at the duration of the music track. It now matches that of the video track. Success! But Baldy Man, you exclaim, what if the music track was longer than the video? Can Smart Fit change the music to make it match a shorter video duration? We are about to find that out. I'll first delete the existing music track on the timeline. And I just happen to have another music track that I've already downloaded from Chozic.com called Christmas Snow, which I'll drag from a File Explorer window and drop it onto track 2. It's a tad bit on the loud side, so I'm going to drop down the volume line from 100 to somewhere around 90 or 95. As I zoom out on the timeline, notice that it is noticeably longer than the video track. Now let's try the Smart Fit once again. I'll select the music clip and click on Edit, and then Smart Fit for Duration. Once again, PowerDirector analyzes the music and then opens to the Smart Fit window. And just like before, I'll select the radio button to fit the audio to the end of the project. This time I get 3 areas of squiggly lines, with the first one at the beginning to remove a little bit of silence that was there. Another squiggle appears around the 50-second mark, so I'll move the playhead to just before that to see if I can tell that something was removed. I'll hit play. Now, wow, that sounds totally normal to me. So I'm going to hit OK again, and then PowerDirector renders out the music to the new wave format. And when it's done, I'm back at the main editing window, and magically, the new duration of the music is a perfect match to the video. Another success. But wait, I can't just let CyberLink off this easy. If you know me, I just have to throw some kind of curveball at PowerDirector to see what happens. So here it goes. What if the music track is not just instrumentals? What if it has vocals? Well, what the hell? Let's find out. I'll delete the existing music clip on the timeline. And next, I'll click on Audio at the very top, and then Background Music. This time, I'll select Meta, simply because their collections include a lot more vocals. I have no intention of uploading this final video to any of Meta's social media platforms, but I can play about 5 seconds under the fair use policy when used in this tutorial. I'll click in Meta's search window and then select Winter, which is a word from a previous search. At the very top is a clip called Winter, which is 2 minutes, 49 seconds long, which means something will have to be removed by SmartFit in order for it to match the video duration of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I'll select this music and drag it down to the beginning of track 2. I'm going to move the playhead to anywhere along the clip, such as perhaps the 30-second mark, and play about 5 seconds, in which you should be able to hear the vocals. Okay, now it's time to see if SmartFit is really smart or not. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Will it work or will it fail miserably? I'll select the music clip and click on Edit and then SmartFit for duration. Once again, PowerDirector briefly analyzes the music and then opens to the SmartFit window. And just like before, I'll click on the radio button to fit the audio to the end of the project. Almost immediately, I get just 2 squiggle lines, one at the beginning and one around the 30-second mark. The one at the beginning was just instrument sounds before the actual vocals kicked in, so that was a smart choice. I'll check out the other one at around 30 seconds. With the playhead just before that, I'll hit play for about 5 seconds. Well, this time I heard 2 small blips in the vocals. SmartFit was not quite perfect, but actually it's better than I expected. I'll hit OK, and the new clip will be rendered out in a wave format on the timeline. Now, the music with vocals matches the video duration. So there you have it. SmartFit is really smart. Throw any music track at it, long, short, with or without vocals, and it can handle it. I got to rate this tool an A or an A-. The only thing I might have left to do for my slideshow is to add some transitions between the images if I choose to do so. But just remember that if I do add transitions now, after using SmartFit on the background music, I should make sure that my transitions are set to a cross-fit behavior instead of an overlap. Otherwise, the overlap behavior actually shortens the video clip by a second or so for every transition used. Then I'd have to go back into SmartFit and make the modified WAV file fit the newer and shorter duration of the video. Well, I hope this gives you a little bit more freedom in the choice and creation of any background music that you may want to add to your projects in PowerDirector 365. Go ahead and enjoy. Once again, I want to give thanks to everyone for watching this video. Click on that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get notified every time a new video is posted to this channel. I'll finish up this video by showing the final presentation of the revised and edited Snowman slideshow. And following that will be the mystery tune. Take a guess at the name of the artist and the song and leave it in the comments. I'll see you next time.
Uh-huh, honey. All right. My baby whispers in my ear. Sweet nothing. He knows the things I like to hear. Sweet nothing. Things he wouldn't tell nobody else. Secret, baby, I'll keep them to myself. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. We walk along hand in hand. Sweet nothing. Yeah, we both understand. Sweet nothing. Sitting in class, so trying to read my book. My baby, give me that special look. Sweet nothing. Sweet nothing. Sitting on my front sweet nothing. Where do I love you up for? Sweet nothing. Mama turned on the front porch light and said, come in, daughter, that's enough for tonight. Sweet nothing.